or mobile. Take Fox Sports 1350 with you using iHeartRadio. It's the IE's home for sports. KPWK AM 1350, Riverside, San Bernardino, an iHeartRadio station.
Yes, we are back in the great city of Riverside at the iHeartRadio studios. It's IE Sportsnet, protected by the Riverside Sheriff's Association.
I remember how it all began. Oh, my bad. Go ahead. Go ahead, Eternal Trans. My bad. No, you got to say your name. Name drop yourself, man.
I got it. Go ahead.
Okay. With Eternal, and I am the one and only Coach B. You know that comes to Inland Empire Sports. You know the conversation starts and stops here. Man, when you play on Todd, when you put on some Todd show, man, I mean, I get excited, man. My bad, my man. And I am excited because we have an agreement with the Inland Empire Basketball, a new men's league out of the Temecula area. Last week we had the weekly MVP. This week we have the weekly MVP. By all means, young man, go ahead and name drop yourself.
I'm Terrius Baker. They known as T.
And you're on Team Swoosh.
Yes.
All right. So tell us. I know he sent me your stats that you did when you got selected for MVP. Go ahead and shine yourself, my man.
I mean, it's really not me. It's really my team because they allow me to do what I do.
There it is.
The court.
I
mean, so without my team, I really can't do too much because I'm just a player.
Now, exactly. Now, one of the things is this men's league has been really we've gotten nothing but positive reviews about it. Folks are really excited about it. What's different with this from your perspective? What's different with this league versus other leagues that you've been a part of?
I think a lot of leagues scream the family and the friendly environment, but this one you can honestly say it's a family and friendly environment because of the people that runs it and the people that actually play in it. Because a lot of the people that run the league and the people that play in the league, they actually see each other throughout the week. Mm-hmm. So on Sunday it's like a family gathering. Mm-hmm. You're gonna come see your like the family dinner on Sunday. At your mom's house, and that's what the basketball and that's what this gym is about.
You got some stats, Eternal.
So I got some.
This is why this man. I mean, he don't want to toot his own horn.
Okay. But we'll go ahead and light him up then. Okay. So also I got. Just want to make sure I'm saying your name right. Terrius Baker.
Yes.
There we go, right there. So our MVP of the week for the Inland Empire basketball joint is he had 31 points, led the team switched to victory, and your team right now is on a 2-0 start. So talk to us about not only about the last game, but just talk about this most recent game where you dropped to 31.
31 more points than I've ever dropped in a game.
Exactly. Well, at Parker Rec, we didn't really keep score.
But I digress.
Well, actually, I believe it came because we was actually blowing this team out, and I think it was like 7 minutes left, and we had 80 or 85 points. And so we was like, let's go for 100. And so when we said that, I just kind of kicked it into high gear and just started going.
Fantastic. Now another thing that we want to make sure we highlight about this game is talk about the competition level. I mean, how was the competition level, and what have you seen in terms of the level of competition with this particular league?
Well, in any league, first season of a league, you're gonna have some dominant teams, and then you're gonna have some teams that's got to become dominant.
Yeah.
So I just was lucky enough to get on one of the most dominant teams. And I'm not saying all the teams are not dominant. It's just that
what y'all do is what y'all do.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But we're not the only team. It's a few other teams that's gonna give us a run for our money. We hope.
Right. Well, or they hope.
Yeah, or they hope. But like I say, it's a lot of good teams in the league, and I would tell anybody that's listening, if you play ball, you know what I'm saying, come join us.
I did not. I did not play ball. I sat on the bench. You know what I mean? But on the side note, I know you. One thing that we talked about it is you beat cancer, man. Tell us about how you feeling. How's everything going? How's everything with you and your health?
Actually, basketball was my therapy because they wanted me to do physical therapy, and I really wanted to just play basketball again. So it's really, what I'm saying. Anytime I can pick up a basketball and lace up my shoes, it's a blessing to me because that's one thing I always wanted to do when I beat the cancer is to come back to play the game.
There you go.
Well, we appreciate you, man.
And I don't know if you saw the Eternal on his paper. He said it correctly. He said who got him into sports was his older brother. So he said older brother.
They call it big brother.
No, older brother, man. So I'm a younger brother, so I understand what it's like, man.
Well,
name drop your brother and how you got you involved.
See, you wasn't there first, so you don't really know how we say it. But anyway,
right.
You was pre.
Well, actually, I'll say this. I'm the baby brother out of all my brothers. But
Oh, you're the youngest
Yes.
brother. You're the youngest brother.
I'm the baby brother, but I'm also the tallest for some odd reason. But it is what it is. But it was my older brother, Red. He the one that really got me into the sport because I would watch him as I was growing up, and and he would take me with him. And I remember being a kid, just sitting on the sideline, can't even get into the game, into the pickup games. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Until somebody got injured, and then even when they got injured, they would still pick the person outside of the gym to come play. And
Instead of you.
Yes, I'm standing right
Oh
there.
no, everybody. Well, if you play ball, everybody you have to go through that. You have to go, that's
I remember going to school when I went to school in Cyprus. You ever see Soul Man? Where they picked him first because they thought he had. That was me. That was my life story when I went to school in Cyprus.
Oh man, don't tell nobody else that, man. This guy right here.
No, I like him. I like him.
No,
And then also you brought moms in, man. Name drop moms, man. I like that.
Well, this is my mom. Her name is Lodi, and and because she, believe it or not, she's a Sagittarius just like me. So we two peas in the same pot.
That's what's up right there, man. So you brought your mom. So again, we're glad you came out. Keep up the good work again. What's that? Team Swish, is that correct?
Yeah, Team Swish. And like I say though, man, if you want to get buckets, man, come get buckets.
There it is.
Can I get buckets? I usually get benches. That's what they tell me.
He got to look at you like,
Hey, no, I'm gonna keep it real. Hey, I believe it's a spot for anybody on any team in this league.
I got a little tear in my eye, man. I got a little emotional,
he said, man, we need somebody to give us water, man.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. So it's the Inland Empire Basketball.com.
There it
We
is.
love it. So that's the new men's league. It's adult and youth. It's 5-on-5. It's 3-on-3. They have adult. They have high school and youth tournaments, leagues, and teams. Level of competition for everybody. They have competitive and ed. They say they have competitive and recreational. So it could be like a Nichols Park. You know what I mean?
Could be back to Nichols Park.
Watch out
Nah,
now.
I don't know. They not ready for that one. They not
Okay,
ready. They're not ready.
okay.
Hey, y'all going too far back now.
Okay. All right.
Understand? Hey, this new generation, they don't understand that part about that.
That red card. I used to play at Looters, back in the day,
They don't know nothing about that.
There it is.
Yeah, so,
All right.
and they're also in partnership with Fox Sports 1350 and the one and only IE Sport. And so every week, you will have the player of the week, the MVP of the week, will be here on Fox Sports 1350.
Fantastic, man.
Big ups to Mike and our guy, Dave.
Oh, there it is right there, man.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to Mike and Dave. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
So thanks again for coming out. Again, it's Fox Sports Radio, AM 1350. We're going to go ahead and pay some bills. Coach B, let's do it, man.
Let's go ahead and do this. We're going to go ahead and take a commercial break. You are listening to IE Sportsnet, protected by the Riverside Sheriff's Association with Coach B.
Andy Turner, when it comes to Inland Empire Sports, the conversation starts and stops here, live on Fox Sports 1350.
Hate it or love it. You are tuned into the new home for IE Sportsnet every Saturday morning at 8 a.m. with Coach B.
Andy Turner, when it comes to Inland Empire Sports, the conversation starts and stops here.
On Fox Sports Radio 1350 AM, IE Sportsnet every Saturday morning, 8 a.m.